What's up, guys? My name's Nelson. Welcome to the channel. We're inside my 2005 Toyota Highlander, and we got a pretty I'm sorry, I'm hella sick. And I've been hella sick for like a whole week already. I haven't been this sick and who knows how long. We're here to talk about homeless people in California. Good juicy stories. Stick around. All right, let's go for a drive. 225,000 miles and I got that belt squeaking on me again. The belt is brand new, but what's going on, I think, is it's getting loose. So I need to tighten that thing back up. Homeless people in California, to me it's a very, very tricky subject, just because in 2009 my family, you know, we were basically homeless. It was a really tough time, really difficult. We went through a lot, and you think, oh, it's so awesome and this and that, oh, your family can, I mean, we're all together, me and my brothers, we all slept in one mattress on the floor basically, and you think we would have got closer together by that, but it really kind of separated us apart. I was really lucky because I had my younger brother and I was always involved in a lot of sports, so I started coaching, so I was never by myself, and I started coaching my younger brother. And then my older brother, he just totally like disappeared and he was doing his own thing. And then my parents, well, I don't know what they're doing. It's just a hard, difficult time. But I do have some really juicy homeless people stories, not my stories, but just stories. So the first one is what happened to us just last year. We had our catalytic converter stolen from 3 different vehicles. They were all Chevy vehicles. We had a Chevy Suburban that they stole the cats, and 2 Chevy Tahoes. So 3 in total. They stole about like $9,000, almost $10,000 in catalytic converters. And I just had one guy, I forgot his name, I'm sorry, but he's like, dude, for that amount of money that you're gonna spend on cats, you can literally get out of state and live somewhere cheaper where everything else is cheaper, even the catalytic converters. And that is so true. Oh my goodness. Oh, I have it on video what happened. We made the police report, and like I said, I got it on video. I have who it is. There was 2 of them. We have their vehicle. We also, which is a 2001, 2002 Honda Civic EX, because it had EX wheels. We also got the license plate. That information to the police, and the police could not do anything about it. I think what they told me, I don't know 100%, but correct me if I'm wrong, they said that they couldn't do anything because they're not the ones that handle this, because it's such a giant thing that's going on throughout the entire United States that it's almost like a federal thing, or I forget what it's called, that they couldn't really make any arrests, basically. That they would just get all the evidence and turn it into someone else, because this is a giant investigation thing going on. It's not just a California thing. They're gonna make any arrests. They're not looking for the little guys stealing the cats. They're looking for the big guys. So I don't know how that went. So anyway, what was going on is that even after they freaking robbed us, could not arrest them. And the thing is that the people that stole our cats, they were literally coming to our dealership every single day. We saw them every single day since they stole our catalytic converters. And the thing is, we probably weren't paying any attention to them, but they were circling us probably the entire time. They did not want to leave. So after the police didn't do anything for a whole week, we actually went up to them and confronted them. Me and my dad, we walk up to them and we're like, hey, you guys need to get out of here now. They were at the car wash, which is right next door to our dealership, which is where they hopped the fence. Went in there and was able to get their camera footage and my camera footage and put it together to combine it and give the police all the evidence that they needed to make an arrest to get rid of these people, and they never did. So me and my dad confronted them. We went up to them and we're like, hey, you guys need to get out of here. We know what you did. We got you guys on video, blah, 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 blah. And I mean, you can't see their faces on the video, but you can literally see their hair. The girl's hair color was short hair and then painted pink and blue, and you could see it on the video. Same thing with the guy. He was tall, white, really thin, and you could just see it on the video. And it was them, and it has their car, their license plate. You know, we took pictures of just about everything. We got it all on evidence, and they couldn't do nothing about it. So we had to take control. Now, we turned it into the police, and if they didn't do nothing, we were going to do something. And you know what? I haven't seen them since. No joke, we just went up there and scared them. But that doesn't always work. So check out this story right here. It happened to one of my neighbors. he has a mechanic shop. And that's the thing about Turlock and the thing about me and, you know, running a small business, that you know everyone that runs a small business. So there was a homeless guy. Homeless guy camped out in front of his business. Doesn't look good. He goes up to the guy, says, hey, you can't sleep here, you need to go. Now, I know who it was. I'm not going to say no names, but he's a really nice guy. One of the nicest guys I've ever met in my entire life. So he tells him, oh, snaps. Phone's ringing. So he tells him, you guys need to go. You can't do this here. Go somewhere else. The guy says, I'm not leaving. So then he fights him for like a couple days, calls the police. The guy runs inside his tent. He had a whole tent, garbage everywhere, his bike, and the police could not even get him to leave. You know, he ran inside his tent, and that's his property, so they cannot legally go into his property and take him out. I guess that's what he was told. Same thing. He has cameras, he has everything set up, signs, everything. He walks up to the guy leaves. He walks up to the guy's encampment, grabs everything, and throws it to the other corner, you know, to the other side. Across the street, he throws it. And so the homeless guy comes back, gets all his stuff, sorry, and leaves. Less than a week later, my boy's mechanic shop got shot up. They got it on video. They got it on camera. I don't have the footage, but I've seen the footage. And it's basically just the same homeless guy walking up and shooting the place up. I mean, these guys have guns, these guys have weapons, these guys have tools to break into places and steal catalytic converters. It's just insane. Let me tell you about this story that happened this week. That's right, it happened this week. So we were leaving, I think it was like Saturday, and we sold a couple cars. So it was great. I don't know if this guy was gonna stop. So we sold a couple cars, everything's going great. We say, hey, let's go out to eat. It was like a Saturday, so my dad's like, I'm going out to eat, let's go out. So we all go, me, my mom, and my dad. We leave, close down the shop, we go. Great time, blah 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 blah. We come back, my dad can't find his phone. He's like, where's my phone, blah blah this. I was like, all right. So literally we close up the shop. He doesn't find it all day. We come back on Monday, and on Monday he's like, Nelson, I still haven't found my phone. I was like, oh, that's terrible. So I start calling it, and we start looking at the cameras just to see what happened. You know, maybe he dropped it on the way out, maybe something happened to it. So someone finally answers. They go hello, exactly like that. So funny. And I'm like, what the heck? And then they hang up hecka quick, and I was like, something weird is about this. But I'm like, I gotta get this phone back from my dad. Call him again, and they answer the exact same way. Hello. And I'm like, oh, I was like, you could tell right in their voice that it's kind of like a tweaker person, homeless person. Something's not right with this person. He's not just sick. You can tell when someone's just sick like me, or where there's something like going on. So then I straight to the chase, you know, straight to the point. I say, hey, that's my dad's phone. Can we get it back? She says, oh yeah, I didn't know. I just found this phone, and you know, I thought it was somebody's, but you know, it's like I needed a phone. And I was like, oh, it's all right. Can we meet you somewhere? You know, I'm straight to the point. I want to meet this person somewhere. She's like, yeah, you know where Donnelly Park is at? And I was like, oh, it's homeless for sure. Yeah, Donnelly Park. Donnelly Park is like Tweak Central. I mean, people get stabbed there. There's always people smoking, sleeping on the benches, just all kinds of bad stuff. So I'm just like, how about somewhere more public? Can you meet me at Sharky's? She's like, yeah, I'm already at Sharky's. I'm at the park, you know where Donnelly Park is at. So I can't get this person out of Donnelly Park. She wants to meet up at Donnelly Park. So I'm just like, yeah, I know where Donnelly Park is at. I'll meet you there. So we go to Donnelly Park, me and my dad. I told her, hey, I'm in a green Toyota SUV. She's like, oh, okay, I'm just walking over here by the bathroom. I'm like, all right, you know what? I think I know where you're at. My dad's like, tell her we'll give her 20 bucks because he really wants his phone back. So I'm just like, hey, if you give me the phone today, I'll give you $20. She's like, oh my God, that would be so amazing. I really need the money. And I was like, well, you got 20 bucks with me? She's like, okay. So then I go, we show up, we get the phone, we give her the 20 bucks, and white, short hair, almost no hair, no teeth. I mean, I'm not talking bad about these people. Like I told you guys, I mean, shit, I was one of them one time, and it was just a terrible situation. I never turned to drugs. Kept it cool, kept it clean, but so we ask her, we're just like, hey, where did you find the phone? Where'd you find it? She's like, oh no, I never found it. And we're just like, you said that you found the phone. She's like, no, I never found the phone. I didn't say that. My boyfriend found the phone, and he took my phone. He's like, I tried to get my phone back, but he wouldn't give it back to me, and he gave me this phone. She's like, yeah, my boyfriend found it. I don't know where he found it. I don't know nothing. So at first she had told us one story, then she totally switched the story up. So I mean, she's just protecting herself. We weren't gonna hurt her, we weren't gonna beat her up, nothing like that, but it's just funny how she really changed that story around, you know, and flipped it so that she didn't find it, someone else found it. And all we wanted to know is where we lost it at. When you own a business, it's just so different, because you cannot do anything to protect yourself from this kind of stuff. The police don't do anything to help. You got to protect yourself. It's the number one thing. The best advice I can give you when you're dealing with this kind of stuff. Be patient with them, I guess. And the thing is, I fight them all the time, and I am afraid. I'm afraid for my life when I'm working and there's all these people around that I already know have guns and weapons and stuff like that. So guys, that's the video. If you guys have any questions or comments, leave them down below. Like, comment, subscribe.